Hi. Now, the question that's always been, what my clients always tell me is that, Eddie, can you help me lose weight? And I always ask them, do you want to lose weight or do you want to lose fat? And there's always a pause. I think a general misconception, I think the indoctrination that we've all had is that let's lose weight, weight loss, weight loss. Then you got so many weight loss companies, the Slimming Worlds and the Slim Fast and the Weight Watchers. They help you lose weight. But there's a difference, guys. There's a big difference. When you lose weight, you're losing tissue. Remember that. What makes fat? There's something that you've done to store body fat. And usually it's because you're eating the wrong food. You're eating foods that are quite high glycemic, sugar, processed foods. When you eat these foods, your body asks you for some more because your insulin level goes up. And when the insulin level is up, your body asks for some more. So what happens is you're eating these foods and then you're gaining body fat. And when you want to lose weight, instead of losing the fat, you are advised to lose weight by cutting your calories, just reducing the amount of food you're eating, but still eating the foods that you ate to gain the fat in the first place. When you do that, you'll be in a deficit. Of course, you will lose weight, but you're not losing body fat. That's why when you lose all that weight, you go on holiday, you go to the wedding, and then you come back, and a few weeks later, you put that weight on and more. Guys, in this way, what I'm suggesting, you find that you lose the weight and keep it off. Now, let's talk about these clubs that you've got. There's so many of them around, like I mentioned a few, the Weight Watchers and Slimming World. They are businesses. You can say, I'm a business too, but then I don't want to. That's what I say to all my clients. I want to be the last place you go to for fat loss ideas, because I want to educate you guys to take matters into your own hands so you don't take out monthly subscriptions into these companies. Like you've got Slimming World. I had a client who was paying say $19.99 or something like that a month. She'd been paying for 25 years. Now, obviously, it's not working, but that's how these companies make their money. They are preying on your ignorance and the fact that you're desperate. They prey on your desperation and your ignorance. So they tell you, we help you lose weight. They starve you, they humiliate you by all these meetings, and then you lose the weight. You go on holiday, maybe fit in a bikini, and then you come back and you put the weight back on again. They don't care because they know you come back. Their method is not sustainable. You can't keep the weight off forever because you haven't learned how to eat properly yet. You're eating the same thing. Now, what makes fat? Fat and muscle are two different tissues. So when you lose that weight, most of what you're losing is not just fat. Most of what you're losing is also muscle and water. And that's why you gain your back very quickly after the holiday or whatever you're losing the fat for. Now, their method, like I said, is a temporary method. It's a temporary to just fit into a dress. You want to drop down. I had a lady, she called the gym, insisted on speaking to me. Normally, there's so many barriers, but she insisted on speaking to me. Eventually, she spoke to me, and I said what she wanted. She says, I want to drop 3 dress sizes in 2 weeks. Can you help? And I put the phone down. And my member of staff said, why'd you do that? I'm like, that's dangerous and that's stupid. There's no such thing. I would just be teaching her bad things. And I mean, okay, I could have said to her, look, you can fast. But then I'm not going to suggest that to anyone who is not prepared to make a proper lifestyle change. Remember, if you're carrying body fat, there is something that you've done to gain that body fat. Stop doing whatever it is that made you gain the fat. If you're insisting on keeping the same lifestyle, but then expecting results, then you're not going to change anything. You've got to change the way you eat. You've got to change the way you look at food. You've got to change the amount of food you eat, the times of day that you eat. And it's a complete re-education. And I think because the mainstream, the food has become the society's glue, that wherever you go, people make food and all these fast foods. So we are addicted to one thing or another. So most of us don't want to make the changes. Now, if you make the change, if you manage to re-educate your body in terms of the foods that you need, you find that fat loss will be so much easier. And then you don't bow into the social pressures. How many times have you gone out and you said, oh, I'm not eating, why not? Well, or you're not drinking, why not? Because there's so much pressure. But guys, if you want to make permanent change to your body, lose the fat for good, you got to make a permanent lifestyle change, because quick fixes will work. You may lose the weight, but then you put it all back on very quickly. Remember, you're not trying to lose weight, you're trying to lose fat. They're two different things. Thank you for watching.